Hi gang, this is Mike G for Mr. GTV, just settling in to a chat with you, and let's just see if we can have a good one. Every morning I'm going to be asking you to wake up with me, not just wake up in the morning, and you can watch this at any time that you want. You can watch it retrospectively on your way to work. I always say that you don't have to watch these things. If you enjoy the content, you can stream it, Bluetooth it in your car on the way to work. You can Bluetooth it and have it on in the background, or however you listen to it on your device. You don't have to see me. I mean, this is me. Not much of a picture. I've got the sort of face that only a mother would love, but I'm hoping that you enjoy the content. I've been working with energy and consciousness for over 30 years, personal development for over 40 years, and I never say that I'm right, but I'm just offering this for your consideration. A different worldview, a different point of view, my view. I think one of the things I've realised, and I've travelled all over the world, is that people all over the world are pretty much the same. We live, despite what we're being told, in a global family. Even the words that we use are clues, and they call us a human race. It's not a race. There's nothing that we need to race about. There's nothing that we need to do. If I repeat myself, it's because what I'm saying I want to sink in for you. And I've always said, right the way back to my first YouTube presentation on the Mr. Mike Garner YouTube channel, which is still there, and there's lots of nuggets of wisdom, hints and tips, and a series called Witnessing the World. And as I witness the world and look at everybody, I'm absolutely convinced that this is not a human race. And we've just got to be. We've not got to compete. We've not got to argue. We've not got to get frustrated. We are human beings. We're not human arguings. We should never be human fightings. We've evolved to a level now where we don't have to just survive, we should thrive. We should be experiencing a wonderful life. There's more resources in the world now than there's ever been. There's more intelligence and more technology than there's ever been. On the 3rd of March 2022, there's nothing for you to do. But of course the world will tell you something different, because there's two things going on. There's the world, and then there's you and me as human beings. And the world is run by governments. Got to be very careful what to say, because I've already said stuff that I've been deleted for on Facebook and had my distribution limited for 90 days for the 3rd time now. And that's just for basically empowering people and telling people how magnificent they are, how wonderful they are. I posted something the other day which was saying that all the magic of a dream, all the magic of a dream, that's somebody trying to phone me, all the magic of a dream is amazing. You can do all sorts of things in dreams, but the reality is that you can do everything in waking state. There's just different states of consciousness, but there's no rules in a dream, is there? You can fly, you can run 500 miles an hour, you can be a superhero, you know, or you can frighten yourself to death, and it all seems very real. And the same is true in waking state. We can frighten ourselves to death, or we can take on the personality of a superhero. Whether it's true or not, if that's what we believe, then that's what we perceive. Whatever we perceive and believe, we can achieve, and we can bullshit ourselves and become anything that we want to be. And that's how hypnosis works. And I've been working with hypnosis for over 20 years. I'm a corporate hypnotist, I'm a holistic hypnotherapist, I work with energy, I work with you. But the world also understands this. And as much as I try to teach you to control yourself, the government is trying to govern your mentality. Government, govern your mentality. So I posted this thing saying that when you wake up in the morning, you can continue living in your own bubble, your own fantasy. You can create for yourself a reality that's like a dream, but you've got your eyes open. It's a daydream, but it's a wonderful, empowering daydream, and you can delete and detach from all this bullshit that's going on through the biggest hypnotist in the room, which is television, which are called tell-lie-vision. Tell-lie-vision. And you're being told this stuff by politicians. But you tell yourself what you want to believe. You can overcome this fear programming and empower yourself. So that's what I said. And I got deleted for that, for helping people overcome fear and to empower them. I got deleted. Well, I appealed against that. I told the fact checkers that I'm a corporate hypnotist, I'm a qualified psychologist, that I work for all sorts of health authorities and government departments and local councils and education and health authorities, and they've got no right to delete the truth. And they actually reinstated it, but then about 3 weeks later, which was about 3 days ago, they found another reason to delete me, because they just don't like people empowering people at the moment. I've got other friends, I won't mention who they are because that's their story to tell, not mine, but they've been fact checked for sharing lovely, holistic, natural healing processes. And who are these people to fact check? Who are they? I coined this phrase, which is these fact checkers are getting fat checks. They're paid for, they bought to shift the opinion of the public and to delete anybody that's not talking the mainstream agenda. And the mainstream agenda through social media platforms, most of them, not all of them, through most news channels, media outlets, even when you look at the soaps that we watch, the entertainment programs, they're all themed with memes to change your perception of who you are, what you can do, what you can't do, what you can say, what you can't say. It's called social engineering, and they're manipulating society and people's opinions. Wake up to this. Wake up with me every morning and I'll share some stuff with you. And I never say that I'm right, which is how I started this. Look at what's going on at the moment in Ukraine. I always feel extremely saddened for the normal people. People who aren't in a human race. People like you and me, we're in a global family. But everything that's coming through the news, even with sport, even from the day that you went to school, and when I went to primary school, they had the egg and spoon race and the sack race and the three-legged race. Maybe where you're watching this, you didn't do that, but you had competitions in school. Who's the best singer? Who's the best reader? Pass your exams, and then they have a league table, and that carries on all the way through your life. Division, separation, competition, some of it quite aggressive. And if you don't come up to the mark, which is a level that they can manipulate, then you feel a lesser person or a better person. But those academic or sporting achievements have got nothing to do with you, really. You are magnificent, powerful, amazing, magical, but you won't be taught that. You won't be taught any of that. You're taught to compete, to be the best. You're taught to go into jobs that you probably won't enjoy, factory work, toil, Monday to Friday, and then at weekend, you're weakened. You're weakened at weekend. Clues are in the language. And you pay your taxes, which are illegal. Nobody's agreed to pay taxes. Why should the government steal your money? Why should the government govern your mentality? Why should the government police society? They are public servants, but do you feel that they're serving you, or do you feel that you're subservient to them? That's a good question, isn't it? Put your comments in the comments box below. Let me know what you think. And as I always say, I'm here to help. I'm here to help you overcome all the obstacles that stand in the way of your health, your happiness, and your success in life and business. because you are magnificent, you're powerful, but you've probably never told that. I'm telling you that. Tell yourself that. And when you watch this Ukraine stuff or anything to do with all the crises that are going on, and I could name like the climate stuff and the recent stuff that, I'll just use this cleverly, that's gone viral. Okay, I won't use the words because it'll draw attention through the algorithm. Big Brother. I don't want to get kicked off YouTube as well as restricted on Facebook. I want to get this information out. So lots of stuff that's going on where you've got to wear this and you've got to have this and all that sort of stuff. No judgment. Whatever you decide to do is okay in your reality. You create your own bubble. You create your own dream. But if it's a nightmare, ask yourself why you're doing it. And also ask yourself, if you've done things that you regret, what you're going to do about it. And if you're not enjoying your life, what you're going to do about it. And how's your belief system and your personality on the 3rd of March 2022 working for you? Because you can change that. You can change your personality. Any decisions that you've made in the past, mentally, physically, emotionally or spiritually, you can change today. If you don't know how to do that, we need a chat. And there's lots of free stuff on Mr. GTV. I've also been putting colour therapy training, energy healing training, all for free. Meditation training. It's quite basic. If you want to get into some of the deep stuff, then you need to join my Mind, Body, Spirit personal development group. But this stuff in Ukraine at the moment is just another, in my opinion, government created shit show. And we're going to get more of these government created shit shows. None of the people in Ukraine, none of the people in Russia, none of the people in Poland, Germany, France, Italy, anywhere in Europe, Britain, or Thailand, or anything that the government are creating for them. We just want to be free and unlimited, which is the way we were born. We're born with 2 fears, which is 1, loud noises as babies, and 2, the fear of falling. Everything else is learnt, and they are really teaching people really well at the moment how to be frightened. Everything that you get is a death toll, a count of how many people have died or going to die. It's bombing. It's financial crash. It's climate change, end of the world. And it's very disturbing. Don't allow it to disturb you. Don't catch the fear that they're throwing at you. They can throw it, don't catch it. It's like in life, there's people who try and guilt trip you. And guilt throwers are very good at getting together with guilt catchers. And they work on you. If you're glued to the television like that, oh my God, fear, 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 I believe it. Isn't the world a terrible place? No, the world is a wonderful place. They're pulling a veil over your eyes. And veil is V-E-I-L. It's an anagram of evil, which is E-V-I-L. Same letters, just turn around. Everything's inverted. And they know what they're doing. In my opinion, it's a cult. It's a satanic religion, but that's another story. And if you want to understand that more, you need to join my Mind, Body, Spirit group or look at some of the stuff I post on Mr. GTV. But you're going to have to read between the lines because I can't say what I want to say. We need a personal chat about all of that. Because all of those opinions are very unpopular. A lot of people think, oh, you've got your tinfoil hat on, Mike, it's conspiracy theories. But trust me, pretty much every conspiracy that I talked about 2 years ago, and it's all there on Facebook to be seen. I did a series called Talk to Me with a Cup of Tea, or I'm Talking to You with a Brew. I like these rhyming words. And I was predicting all of this, and not because I'm clever, but because I read the stuff that was printed before it was rolled out. I mean, there is public documents by certain world organisations that told you what was going to happen. There was the people who were the players in this globally were on TED Talks, they were at the World Economic Forum, they went to Davos. And on their websites, if you do your homework, instead of watching television and the soaps, which is chewing gum for the mind, and daytime TV, which is a load of crap. But a lot of people go into that, what's called cognitive dissonance, because they can't cope with the fear. Well, the way to cope with the fear is just to see the headlines maybe and switch off the rhetoric, because it's just somebody's opinion and it's not true. This stuff in Ukraine isn't true. It's going on, but not for the reasons you're being told. It's all to perpetuate agenda. And while this is going on and we're all thinking how horrific it is, they're bringing in legislation to remove your freedoms. And look at what freedoms you've had removed in the last 2.5 years, based on something that was totally avoidable. And if you do your homework and look at the websites, it was all predicted. And now they're saying that most of what we were told was necessary wasn't necessary. Well, we knew that, but anybody who said that was deleted. Any health officials who didn't believe, rightly so, that what we were being told was true, who tried to tell the truth, was deleted or discredited and debunked. Anybody who tried to help you with anything that was alternative to what they were trying to promote was deleted. And they've completely changed the internet. They've policed it, and they've policed society, and they've policed you and me, and it's only just getting started. So this Wake Up With Me, Mr. G, is going to be revealing some of this stuff, but you're going to have to read between the lines, otherwise I'm going to be deleted. And if you want a real chat, as I say, I'm here for that. Contact me personally, inbox me, or email me at mike@mrmikegarner.com. If you go to my website, mrmikegarner.com, Mr. Mike Garner, Mr. Mike, M-I-K-E, Garner, Garner.com. Put it into any search engine, you'll find me on YouTube, you'll find my website, all my presentations, all my courses, been all over the world. I'm currently in Thailand, where I built a retreat, which is completely redundant because nobody can come here, but that's fine because I'm working online. So I'm helping local people for free. It's not about money. It's about community, it's about unity, it's about peace, it's about health, it's about consciousness, which is all we are. We're in a global family. Don't allow the government to govern your mentality and to put you against anybody else. We live on a round planet, although some people might say there's a flat earth, but just as a metaphor, we live on a round planet which doesn't have any sides, it's round. Don't take sides. Don't allow them to divide you, which is divisive, with religion, politics, colour, race, sexuality, all these things that we're being told, and they're throwing everybody together at the moment, all these refugees, poor people, running away from genuine situations. They're not economic migrants, they are shitting themselves, and so would you, and so would I, if you were being subjected to terror bombing, carpet bombing, phosphor fire bombing, vacuum bombs, evil, evil, evil. It's a veil. And there's these people who they've got these memes, haven't they, on their Facebook pages. I'm standing for Ukraine. Well, yes, so do I. But this is tyranny that's been created. They made Putin the baddie. Before that, there was Saddam Hussein. Before that, there was Osama bin Laden. Before that, there was Castro. Before that, there was somebody else. It goes all the way back to Hitler and before. And trust me, all the governments governing your mentality know exactly what they're doing. And at that level, they're all matey-matey, all through these secret societies, all through these world forums and think tanks that are not elected, they're not democratic, and they're ruling with fear and removing your freedoms and your rights, limiting what you can do. And their world is getting bigger. They're becoming millionaires and trillionaires, and we're all becoming bankrupt and staying at home, doing what we're told, which is what they want and what it's all about. Now, you might disagree. If you've got a constructive criticism or comment, please post it. I'm here to help. I'm here to free your mind. I'm here to, over the next few days, weeks and months, however long I get away with this before they delete me, I'm here to give you what I think, my take on the world, my worldview, and to tell you what you can do if you choose to do it, because you're far more powerful than you're being told. You're far more powerful than you've ever been told, and you're having even that limited amount of power removed from you at the moment through legislation, through bullshit really, by the government who are here to govern your mentality. I'll finish by saying this: govern your own mentality, fulfill your true potential, understand the nature of reality. And although I got deleted for it on Facebook, I stand by the belief that life can be a wonderful dream, that we live in a world of images, and whatever image you can constantly hold in your mind, you can bring it into your reality. Think of a happy image, think of a healthy image, think of a successful image, think of a positive, loving, powerful image, because at the moment you're being bombarded on television with horror images, which is designed to fill your mind with fear. And if you allow it to work, it will work. Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on, you expand. So think about the good stuff, focus on positivity and love, and have a wonderful day. And I'll speak to you tomorrow morning, where you can wake up with me, Mike G, and check out Mr. GTV, because it's all free. Have a wonderful day, be powerful, God bless, enjoy your mind, take care.